Welcome to the CDC Experience. I'm Ernest Coney Jr., the CEO of the CDC of Tampa, and today I will have two amazing mothers joining me. The first is LaKendria Robinson, who's here with us today.
Hello, how are you?
I am doing amazing. It is truly exciting to have you here with us to grace us with your presence.
Well, thank you for the invite. Excited to
Yes.
be here as well.
Yeah, so as we progress a little bit past Mother's Day, but happy belated Mother's Day to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and we're just really excited to have women entrepreneurs who are mothers who are doing things as well as running large businesses and just making things happen. So I just want to talk to you a little bit today, if that's okay.
Of course.
All right. So for our viewers, I know our viewers probably have a lot of questions that they want to ask, so we're going to just jump right into it.
Okay.
What do you think is one of the proudest things that you were able to accomplish as an entrepreneur?
One of the proudest things that I've been able to accomplish as an entrepreneur has probably been the launch of the OC Emporium, which
Yes.
is a diverse vendor showcase. We just hosted our second one about 2 weeks ago. And it is a showcase that highlights minority, women, veteran, and LGBTQ owned companies in the Tampa Bay area to introduce them to corporate buyers, nonprofit buyers, to increase the connectivity so that they can do business together. It, in a very short amount of time, has been a huge success. We've seen a lot of great impact from our first year to our second year. And so it really is one of those like proud mom moments of, oh, we can do this. Like this is something that's going to stick in the community, and it's gotten a lot of community buy-in. So that's definitely probably one of my favorite moments.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with you on that. How do we connect businesses to these opportunities is a major, major challenge and a major opportunity all at the same time.
Yes, absolutely. And to have a vehicle and a space that brings the two together, that eliminates those barriers on both sides, is incredible.
Yeah. So we stay in that same vein. You've done some amazing things. I was introduced to you, I think, a couple of times, but one of those times was during the Super Bowl, when Super Bowl was here in Tampa, and you helped to introduce these companies to all these opportunities. And it wasn't only just an introduction, you actually helped them gain business. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Oh, yes, the infamous Super Bowl 55. I was leading the Business Connect program, which is an NFL sanctioned program that they implement when they come to host cities. They really want to make sure that local businesses in the city that they're hosting the game have opportunities to connect and get some sort of economic benefit from them being in town. And so I had the pleasure of going out and meeting and finding a lot of businesses in our area and connect them to very real opportunities that they would not have known about, that would have honestly passed them by had there not been somebody on the ground helping to connect them. It was really exciting. And even through COVID and the, decreased attendance and all of those things, our team was very creative in how we created opportunities for the businesses in the program. And that even extended to other businesses that weren't in Business Connect, extended to some of our local nonprofit partners. We were really able to do some incredible things. So.
Amazing. So thank you for that, for that, and being a true blessing to this Tampa and Hillsborough County community as well.
Yeah, thank you. And it's a blessing to have had the support of the community, of you and your team.
Yeah.
It really was a joint effort. So thank you.
Yeah. So as you kind of had these spectacular moments, right, in our history in Hillsborough County, tell me what your business is looking at doing going forward, and what are you really excited about?
So our business, the Orinda Collective and the Orinda Foundation, which is our 501c3 nonprofit, is really looking to enhance and expand upon the impact of that intentional connectivity between our local minority businesses and corporate partners and nonprofit partners. Yeah. It is something really special to see businesses, our local minority businesses, connect with our buying organizations, and to be able to see the light bulb go off to say, oh my gosh, we absolutely need this service or this product. We would love to be able to buy it from you. It's also a teachable moment for both parties, because we get to sort of intervene and prepare both parties to work together in harmony, which is really great. And so we're able to work with our minority companies to say, hey, this company, these are sort of their standards. This is what they do. How can we support you in providing high quality service to them? And then we're also able to work with our corporate buyers to say, hey, here's some of the common challenges that minority businesses face. How can you update or change some of your internal policies to make sure that it's fair and equitable and they have a really great experience working with your company? So that is what we're looking to expand upon over the next couple of years, and we've got some things working, so we're really excited about the growth.
Yeah. So my last question is, I know there's a lot of people who are going to be really excited and interested in connecting with you.
Yes.
Right. So one, how do they connect with you? And then how do you help to dispel or encourage someone who says, I don't think I can make it. I don't think this is the right option for me. Tell us a little bit about how you can help that person to achieve greatness and how to get in contact with you.
So one of the things that we do is we are very intentional about providing real-time feedback to our minority companies who are a bit timid or afraid or unsure if they say, are a great fit for an opportunity. We will work with them and provide feedback to them about some of the steps that they can take to get to that next level, to work with some of the larger companies. And we can do that literally with our eyes closed. And you can find us on all social media platforms at The Orinda Co. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We've even got a blog. Our website is theorindaco.com. And anyone that is looking to connect with me can connect with me from there. My phone number is listed. I actually answer the phone and talk to people. So I would love to connect and hear from the community.
Very exciting. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We look forward to you continuing tuning in with us. You can find great information here on our website about the CDC experience. So today we have Miss Chloe Coney, Queen Mother, here in the audience with us today.
Thank you, sir.
It's amazing to have you here. Happy belated Mother's Day to you. We're really excited. We want to celebrate you. And I know the community also has a lot of questions about motherhood, about entrepreneurship. So we brought the right person in with us today to have this conversation.
Thank you, son. Enjoying being here today with you.
Yes. So I know you've created several different companies. So tell us a little bit about what were some of the challenges you may have had to face trying to start your own business?
Well, I'm going to start, and even though CDC is a nonprofit, it's still a business, and you have to run it as a business. First of all, you have to know your community. You have to know your customer. You have to know what the need is in the community. And starting with CDC and being in East Tampa and seeing the poverty and physical deterioration, and hearing after we did that survey in the community that the three top needs was affordable housing, small business, jobs, and also education for our youth. So that was our mandate in starting that CDC, which is a community development corporation. So we realized that we're going to have to create some of those wonderful things for our community.
Yeah, that's an amazing story. So, of course, the legacy of the CDC of Tampa still continues on. So it's amazing to see how an entrepreneur was able to have a concept and an idea and help bring that to fruition. So when you think about that, there's other entrepreneurs who may be having concepts and ideas and brainstorming right now. How did you take your concept and then move that to a business?
Well, first thing, you have to surround yourself with great people that believe in your vision. And what I believe in, find people that have done what you want to do. You need to be mentored. I'm very grateful to have mature CDCs like Bob Moore from Washington, D.C., Columbia Heights. My special mentor, Don Maxwell from Kansas City, CDC. My own brother-in-law, Al Townsend, down in Miami, that does housing. They came to Tampa and told me what a CDC was. They brought me to their city and showed us what CDC has done. I hired Tony Watts as my first employee, and then the other staff that all believed in the vision. And we worked hard. It wasn't a 8-to-5 job. As David Jones that works here for you says, it's a lifestyle. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle.
It's definitely a lifestyle. And the great thing is when you have folks who are very innovative and visionary, right? Tell us a little bit of what you see as success and how do you measure success? And for you as an entrepreneur, how do you define success for your companies?
Well, I'm going to say my success is hiring people that believe the vision, mentoring them, and then giving them responsibility. I am so excited. I hired Tony as our first employee, and Tony went on to really fill air position. And when I left, she became the CEO. When she left, she found a wonderful young man that I helped train from day one out of the community. Even when he was in high school, he understood what a community development corporation was. And that's you, Ernest Coney. And you've taken this organization, the CDC, to greater heights that we would never thought of. But it's about mentoring and doing a succession plan. And that's what I see a lot of businesses fail. It failed with the founder.
Yeah, that's a really good point because you think about the early 60s and all the great businesses that we had that really supported the community. And by the time the second generation, a lot of them were not participating in that business. But I also know that you are a serial entrepreneur as well. Some of our viewers may want to know you created businesses at various stages and at different ages in your life. Tell me, what are some of the advantages, disadvantages, or what are some of the things you can help to tell other people about starting businesses at different ages in your life?
Of course, going back, I've always been an entrepreneur because of my father, my grandfather. My father owned 2 gas stations, and my grandfather in Inglewood owned a tree cutting company. And I started out at 21 years old with Sarah Coventry. And my daughter Dora used to go to my meetings selling jewelry. And I think that's where she got that entrepreneurship spirit. And today, I must say that even at the age I'm in, that really it's never too late to start a business. I'm now certified as a DBE, and that's a disadvantaged enterprise business with the state. I'm also certified with the city and the county as minority women business. We need those certifications if we're going to be serious about going after these large contractors. So again, it's about relationships. I tell people you need to go network. Have you been to the chamber meetings? Have you been to organizations out there? Do you go to their luncheon and dinner? People tend to do business with people they know. So please network.
Yes, network is truly, truly, truly important. I remember one of your sayings always is people say it's not what you know, but who you know. But you say, Mr. Coney, you gotta who knows you is gonna be important as well.
That's right. Who knows your name?
Who knows your name?
Who knows your name?
Yes.
And that's critical because people know your name. They will call you.
Yes.
And they will open doors for you. And that's been my success. People saw the vision of what I was trying to do and just graciously, and it's contagious. They want to help. They really do want to help.
Yeah. And I know that for people who are in business, one of the things we oftentimes talked about is integrity as well. Especially for small business, sometimes we're very transactional instead of relational when it comes to growing your business. Tell me a little bit about what inspired you to have a high level of integrity and to really focus on the relationships that you were able to foster.
In answering that question, Ernest, that's a very good question. That's the most important question you can have. You always know that I say a good name to be chosen is silver gold. You got to keep your good name. When you make promises to people, I don't care how much it takes, how long you have to do it, you have to honor that. And if you can't do it, go back and tell people why you cannot do it. And I think because of my good name, I tell everybody a good name to be chosen, silver or gold, and the favor of God is even better. And I must say that I have no money, but I don't have the silver or gold, but I got favor from God that gave me favor with man. And because people know that if I say I'm going to do something and I do it, they do it off my name. So to young people, keep your good name.
Keep your good name. That's some tremendous advice. So my last question for you today. You've been doing some amazing things. So what are you doing now? And how can people get a hold of you for you to help them to grow their business or connect with you in some kind of way?
Well, I'm loving what I'm doing now with Community Enterprise Group LLC. That's my business that I'm working with my husband. And I do have some consultants like Dr. Samuel Wright, Trina Poe, and others, and Tony Watts. And what we're able to do as entrepreneurs, our expertise is community engagement, public involvement. Your mother knows everybody in town. And you always tell me I know how to connect the dots.
Yes.
So that's what I do when people want to know people or get invited to a meeting or introduction. That's one of the gifts that I have. And then the second is workforce. It's so critical that we have a workforce plan, development plan for our community. I'm currently working with Florida Department of Transportation, FDOT, on board Tampa Bay as we building $6 billion projects, road and highways we see in our community. We went out to community meetings and the community said, we want jobs. We see all this construction, but where are the jobs? So we're hiring locally and we have about 24 contractors that are working in our community and we're working with the community partners like CDC and A. Brown Ministries, Center for Women, University Area CDC, doing recruitment because we're serious about hiring the hardest to find, giving them jobs. There's dignity in work, and that's generational wealth. So again, if we're going to create something good for our community, it starts with jobs and businesses.
Yes. Well, thank you, Ms. Chloe Coney, for being our Queen Mother and sharing your insight on how to be a successful entrepreneur.
Thank you, my son Ernest Coney, and thank you for you and your staff and the great work you do at CDC in Tampa.
Well, thank you guys for turning in. We're really excited to have Ms. LaKendria and Mrs. Chloe Coney to join us today, and we look forward to our next segment.